Hi y'all, my name is Amaryllis Faith and welcome to my new video, my first video. I've never made a video before, but I thought since we're all in these trying times and we're stuck at home and we're trying to come up with new ways to be creative and inspirational and find new ways to help our fellow man, I thought I would make a video and share my story with y'all, and then who knows where it'll go. So as I said, my name is Amaryllis Faith, and most recently my story begins when I did one of them DNA tests. Yeah, and where I had to spit an awful lot into a tube, and it took a long time because I was kind of pasty that day, but I got enough, I guess, and I sent my spit away to a company, and they sent back my information, and turns out I had no idea. I've got French Canadian lineage, and so I asked my mama and my daddy about that, and um, news. It turns out I'm adopted, and I didn't know. So what I decided to do was I was gonna really just research my background. Like, I know nothing about Canada, or French people, or French Canadian people, or anyone really north of the border, really. My world's been pretty insulated. Mama and daddy kept me pretty protected and were very, they guarded me from a lot. And but they always told me I was really smart and I could be whatever I wanted to be. So I decided that I'm going to be a French Canadian, and I want to invite y'all on my journey. So, given that I was always told that I'm smart, and I've always really thought I picked up on things quick, and I'm self-taught in a lot of things. I taught myself how to make lemonade and tea and sweet tea. Taught myself how to put on my own fake eyelashes. Nobody ever taught me how to do that. I taught myself how to do my own nails. And that's about it. But what I thought I would do is I've really been going deep into this whole French Canadian thing, and I've been teaching myself how to speak French. Get books and online tutorials, and some of them they're just really hard. So I thought I would, given that, again, like I said, we're all stuck inside. We can't go anywhere and we can't hang out with any of our friends. And I would make a little video for y'all, and we would learn together. And it would just be super fun, and it would help you kind of get out of the rut of your daily COVID lives, and maybe I can just bring a little bit of sunshine into your life. So one of the first things I learned about French Canadian culture is that there's like two kind of different groups in Canada. There's the French Canadians that live in Quebec, and they're called Quebecois. And then there's the ones that are kind of out on the East Coast, and they're called Acadians. So I thought, rather than like really look into the individual culture, excuse me, sorry, I'm nervous, first video, of the Acadians or the Quebecois, I would just focus on sort of like general French Canadian, like introductory terms. So sort of like a basic intro to a French conversation. So what I did here was I printed out some sheets for myself, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them over here on the video for you. Let me just scooch over a little bit. So I'm going to be having some words pop up over here, and so you can see how the things are spelled, and I'm going to help y'all with pronunciation. So the first question, oh sorry, my pages are all backwards here, is, you're going to want to introduce yourself. And when you're in a new country or in a new part of the world, a lot of the locals just really appreciate it if you're just trying, So I've been fixing to really learn the language as best I can. And so my goal is to just kind of like blend in seamlessly with the French Canadian people, and they're not even going to know I'm from anywhere else. So I've been working on my accent and pronunciations, and I hope this helps you too. So one of the first things that you're going to say, really, when you go anywhere is hi, hello, how y'all doing? So, and when you want to say hello in French, you're saying bonjour. So, bonjour, hello, hi. Instead of, well, actually, hi is salad. So you want to say, if you're a little bit more formal, you're going to say bonjour. If you're going to be a little more relaxed and friendly, you're going to say salad. Then you're going, if it's going into the evening, you're going to say good evening, and that's bonsoir, 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 bonsoir. That's your good evening. Now, if I was going to introduce myself, I would say bonjour or salad, je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. That means hello, my name is Amaryllis Faith. So again, je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. Salad, je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Now, I would want to know who I'm talking to. So I would say, and you are, or I could say, what is your name? And that would be comment tappletou. So, je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. Comment tappletou. So just practice that. When you're brushing your teeth, combing your hair, doing your makeup. Bonjour or salad. Je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. Comment tappletou. There you go. Super easy. Now, you'd want to maybe, after they tell you their name, you're going to want to say that it's nice to meet you. And if you're saying it to a man, you're going to say enchant. Or if you're saying it to a woman, you're going to say enchantee. So, bonjour or salad. Je m'appelle Amaryllis Faith. Comment tappletou. Enchant. Enchanty. Remember, enchantee's for women, enchant is for men. So if you were gonna, you're walking into a store and how y'all doing? Hi, how y'all doing? Or how are you? If you're a little bit more formal, hi y'all, how are you? You're gonna say kava. So that is, how are you? Kava? So remember, you're wanting to just like really put forth the effort, and the people are going to appreciate it. So don't be nervous if you're saying things wrong or you forget a few things. But remember, how are you? Kava. Kava? Kava? There you go. So if they ask you the same, they ask you kava, you're going to say something like, oh, I'm fine, thank you. And it would be, what you're going to say, buy-in murky. So, kava, buy-in murky. There you go. So that's, I'm fine, I'm fine, thank you for asking. You're going to be coming off rude if you don't ask them how they are. So you would say, buy-in, or buy-in, what was it again? Buy-in murky. Sorry. Like I said, nervous. And you would say, and you. So that is et vows. Et vows? Bien, buy-in murky. Et vows? Now, if you were trying to get somebody's attention, you would want to say, that's right, excuse me, or it could even be like, excuse me. But you don't want to get all sassy when you're in a foreign country because people don't like that. And Canadians, they're really, really friendly, but the neighbor or the woman that I'm renting from her basement, apartment in her basement. She's actually not one of those stereotypical kind of like friendly Canadians. She's actually a bit of a grump. So I have a feeling she's maybe not from here. She's not like one of us. She's maybe like from somewhere else, like the States. But, any of us who were born in Canada, we just sort of like have it in us that we're super friendly. She's not. So you would, with her, I would maybe give her an excuse me. But if you're trying to get somebody's attention in a shop, or you're at the coffee store or the gas station, or maybe even the bus stop because you just moved to a new country and you can't afford anything, you can't get a job because you never had a job before, and you don't have a social insurance number, so you're just kind of like living off the money from the jewelry that you stole from your mom, you'd say, excuse me, is this bus going to the food shelter? No, it's not what you guys call them. Food bank? What is that place called? Anyway, I can't remember. And so, back to what I was saying. I had like a really weird brain fart. My brain sort of does that. It goes off on like different tangents and directions. So back to excuse me, or pardon me, or hey, can I ask you something, or excuse. You were gonna say, first you want to excuse yourself for interrupting. You're gonna say pardon, which is just like English. It's amazing what they got from us. So you're saying, excuse me, it would be pardon, excuses moi. Pardon, excuses moi. So, again, excuse me, pardon, excuses moi. There you go. So just practice that and try it over and over again, and really just try to get it into like a nice flow, and so that it just flows out nice and easy. And if somebody said that to you, or asked you a question, you would turn, you'd be like, excuse me, yes. So, pardon, excuses moi, you would say, ah oui? That's yes in French. For no, it's non. So you're either saying yes or no when you're, answering questions. So again, that's ah oui, non. Ah oui, yes, non, no. Pretty easy to remember. Everybody's got to pee. Everybody poops. Everybody farts. I love that book. There is always going to be the question, where's the bathroom? I have to go to the toilet. Got to go to the little girl's room. Where's the ladies? So you're going to ask, where is the restroom? And that is, so remember this, memorize it. Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Right? Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? See, if you turn it into a song, makes it really easy to kind of get the flow and help you memorize. It's always easier to memorize a song, right, than it is to memorize like just text from a book. So, où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? There you go. Where's the ladies? Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? And when they tell you, don't forget to say thank you. Merci. Or is it Merkai? Merkai? I think it's Merkai. 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 Now, please, manners. Mama always taught me the best thing about a lady is having proper manners. And Canadians, really, really polite people. So you're going to want to make sure that you're saying your P's and your Q's, keeping them, saying please and thank you. So please, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, plaît. You got to really get your tongue around the French language. So that one's a little bit harder. So s'il vous plaît, plaît. So it kind of flows, plaît, right? S'il vous plaît. You just gotta like let it just sort of like roll off the tongue. S'il vous plaît. All right? Remember, please, s'il vous plaît. You're going to buy something eventually. Everybody likes souvenirs. Everybody goes out to eat. Well, not right now, but eventually we'll all be able to go right back out and eat and go to little cafes and wear berets and scarves and sit on patios when it's way too cold to do so with sunglasses on, and we're going to order something. So when you get your bill, you're going to want to know how much it is. The fortunate thing is that Canadians and Americans really use same numbers. So numbers and symbols like the dollar sign and stuff like that aren't any different. So you don't have to worry about that. Things just might seem like they're a little bit more expensive here, but from what I understand, that's just something about exchange rate and things, and the underappreciated natural resources of Canada for some reason make their dollar a little bit less appealing. I don't know. It's weird. So things seem like they're a little bit more expensive here, but it's kind of all the same. You get your bill, or you want to ask how much something is before you buy it, you're going to say, how much is it? And that is Qu'est-ce combien? Qu'est-ce combien? How much is it? Qu'est-ce combien? Qu'est-ce combien? So you really want to make sure when you're asking questions, don't forget that upward inflection on your voice, okay? Qu'est-ce combien? How much is this? Again, when you get your answers, always your s'il vous plaît and merci. S'il vous plaît, please. Merci, thank you. Don't forget that. They really do appreciate it. You're welcome. So this is another word. Say somebody asks you for directions. You're around and you know where something happens to be, or someone knows, where the toilet is, and someone asks. So, and when they give you a merci, you're going to say, Je vows and pry. Je vows and pry. That is, you're welcome. Je vows and pry. Je vows and pry. You're welcome. Don't even think about it. Je vows and pry. And hello, which earlier, remember, bonjour or salad. Now you're going to be saying goodbye when you're waving goodbye to your new friends and you hope to see them again. You're saying au revoir. Au revoir. Revoir. It's sort of like the s'il vous plaît. You got to really let the O and the I roll off your tongue. It's a little hard, takes practice. Just keep practicing, working on it, okay? So, au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. There you go. Yep, practice it. Yep, that sounds good. Au revoir. There you go. One more. Sometimes we all make mistakes, or we didn't understand something, so you're like, I'm sorry. Or remember, the pardon is the same. Just pardon, excuse me. But you can also say like, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. Or you bump into somebody, I'm so sorry, bless your heart, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to bump you. So you're going to say, excuses, moi, that's excuse me, I'm sorry, so you're asking them to excuse your awful behavior. Excuses moi. This brings back the s'il vous plaît. So that's really like a long way of saying I'm sorry. So excuses moi, s'il vous plaît. So excuse me, please. I'm so sorry. So work on that one. Yeah, practice it. Really get it to roll off the tongue. And kind of last but not least, when you're out and about, you might also want to learn how to say, can I have the check? or may I have the bill, please? So sometimes you want to get going. You're heading off to Cirque du. I know it's Cirque because I heard it on the radio. Cirque du Soleil, Cirque du Soleil, at the human circus, and you're going to want to get going, so you're going to have to ask for your check. So you're going to say, check please, which is La de Cheyenne, s'il vous plaît. So La de Cheyenne, s'il vous plaît. La de Cheyenne, s'il vous plaît. Can I have my check, please? La de Cheyenne, s'il vous plaît. And there you go. There are some just basic phrases to get you going with learning the French language. And play this video over and over and over again, and just practice every day. Write up the words that you're trying to learn. Stick them everywhere. Sticky notes are great. Put them on your bathroom mirror. Put them right by the toilet. Put them, by your by the stove, in the fridge, in your underwear drawer, wherever. Just practice. And if you can, find somebody who's going to practice with you, someone who's really passionate and wants to learn the language just like you. Anyway, thanks for watching my first video. I really had a good time making it, and I hope you'll come back and see some more later. If there's something that you'd like to learn, leave me a message in the comments, and I'll see what I can do to, do the research, and I'm going to bring you, whatever it is that you really feel like learning. Let's learn it together, okay? Thanks again. I'm Amaryllis Faith. Bye, y'all.